Brunel Radio, in association with Draft Guinness in Cans, live from the Bristol Balloon Fiesta at Ashton Court.
24 hours a day, premium quality, Brunel Radio.
With me is a very busy lady whose name is Tessa Tennant of Flying Pictures. I'll ask you more about that in a moment, Tessa. How many fiestas have we had?
This is actually the 12th fiesta, which seems incredible. It started with just 12 balloons, and tonight we've taken, I should think, probably 135 balloons off from Ashton Court.
This must be the height of your year, because you obviously get involved right from the very beginning.
It is. It's one of the most exhausting weekends of the year. We're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning because we always like to have our team of balloons up before everybody else is, and then we always seem to drink rather late in the bar as well. So it does make a long day.
So what is and who are Flying Pictures?
Flying Pictures are a company that we operate, in fact, 42 hot air balloons for a lot of different companies, and we actually are here today representing 18 clients, our main stable of balloons, and Unipart, who are the sponsor of the Fiesta, are indeed our clients. So we've been very, very involved with the organisation of the Fiesta this year.
When you say you operate them, you supply the pilots, that kind of thing?
We do everything. We take on all the hassles and the problems and the paperwork, and they pay us to do that, and we get them on the television and in the press and talk to nice people like you.
Thank you very much. I knew you were going to say that.
Balloon Fiesta, of course, at Ashton Court. We're going to be going up in the Draft Guinness. Best in cans. We're going to be doing that, well, as soon as all the balloons get up. It's now at present they're pumping hot air like anything into the Draft Guinness can. Look at that, it's going up there. Let's go over there and have a look at it, shall we? Let's have a back with more natter after the break.
Brunel Radio, live from the Bristol Balloon Fiesta in association with Draft Guinness, now available in cans.
Live in the Balloon Fiesta at Ashton Court. I've never been buffeted by a balloon, but the Unipart balloon has just moved us down the arena a little bit by sort of being inflated, and all of a sudden it flew over towards us. There's a Guinness car which is just it's off on the other way now. It's got a mind of its own, these balloons. British Gas one is just there being inflated. The one that we are going up with is Draft Guinness in cans. That's being inflated. If you can imagine the balloon basket laying down and the hot air is being directed along it, and of course the can is a big long tube, isn't it? There's a gentleman holding like what appears to be a door open, which is blowing his sort of trousers all over the place as the balloon is inflated by all this hot air. It's a wonderful, wonderful sight. If indeed you're available this weekend, I should pop down and see this great sight. I've never seen so many balloons in my life. Broadcasting live on Brunel Radio. The balloon is up. It is the basket which was laying down is now vertical, and occasionally we have a vast amount of balloon up above us. The gentleman who's going to drive this thing, I suppose, are you a pilot?
I'm a pilot, yeah. Tom Donnelly, yeah.
Hiya, mate. Bob Harrison from Brunel Radio. Give us a blast on that thing. What's that going to discharge up there, then?
Hot air.
Hot air.
This is just propane, and it burns, and it just rises into the envelope, and this wasp is going to die. Very effective.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Got rid of that wasp. I'll try to see if we can get one of those in the living room at home. Gosh, that was a blast of hot air there. Trevor, are you there on the bank?
Yes, Bob, I am. Actually, from where I'm standing, about 50 yards over from you, and we can see in somewhere in the region of 30, maybe 32 balloons, all gently swaying in the evening breeze, right down from one down at the bottom of the arena, also at the very top up there. We can see your Guinness balloon just squeezed out in the middle there, which is a bit worrying, but I wish you well when you get up in it. But lots of colours here, And for those that are around the Bristol area this morning, would have obviously seen all these hundreds of balloons taking off. Wonderful sight. You're going to get the same thing tonight. So whether you're in perhaps Keynsham or Bath, just keep looking towards the west, and you will see all these balloons taking off in the course of the next 10 minutes or so. But how are you feeling, Bob? Are you sort of a bit worried?
We're over at about an angle of 45 degrees at present. I think we're going to have another blast of the past. Yes.
Unless they watch it, the rings will come out of the top.
I never say. I hope it doesn't. Goodness me. We've got a lot of people watching us down here. We are being videoed by lots of people as well. And I just can't imagine all this buffeting that happens between balloons. There's a balloon laying on the floor now, and it's just coming over to us at a very obscure angle. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a feeling of excitement. I don't know. I think most of the balloons are... Oh no, there's some more still on the ground here. We're sort of just hanging around here. It's a sort of waiting period, rocking gently over as we are at present about 45 degrees. All the hot air is in. We're just about to take off. Just taken off. The Unipart one is just at the side of us. We'll give them away. Hello, Unipart. The balloons are all taking off together. What a remarkable sight it is. It's hard to do justice to it. The Mitsubishi Motors, the Carrots, the Schwarzenegger. We are supposed to be looking out to see if any of them come anywhere near us. Trevor, can you see any of them coming anywhere near us?
Bob, from where I am, you look very good. Bob is now about 150 feet up, and up behind him we have about, what would you think, Bob, about 30, maybe 40 balloons?
I think there's got to be 40, Trevor.
With the rest on the ground, all being half inflated. They're trying to get over 100 up tonight, and the weather conditions are ideal. Bob, you're lifting, so what's the view like from up there?
It's beautiful. It's like looking down at a map. It's very surprising. It is exactly the feeling I thought it would be. It is very calm. It is very quiet, apart from when Tom does the buzzer and puts the hot air into it. But it is so... I don't know, it's calm. That's about the only word I can say.
Quieter, because the other balloons will drift away from you.
It's surprising how the sound of the funfair, which we can see below us, is sort of drifting up towards us as well. Gosh, there's a lot of people down there. Also, the stands have been ignored. Everybody's watching the balloon take off. Oh, look at the old chocolate and chips one taking off as well. It's a great feeling. What's it like down on volume there, Trevor? Bit busy still,
It's very busy. What we have, Bob, is a situation where obviously the arena is about, what, 300 yards by 70 or 80. Snag is you can only get so many balloons into that once they're inflated. So we have people down here running around. They're waiting. They look, and we have balloons flat on the ground, some half inflated, some ready to take off. There's one just down here in front of me now with it desperately trying to hold it down to stop it running away, because, as you were saying just now, if you all go off together, you bounce into each other, that can be very dangerous. They've got to be very careful with these, but all the balloons are being inflated. We've got more coming into the arena here, and you seem a long way away now.
It's surprising, isn't it? We're looking down on a cricket pitch which looks like a sort of big dartboard. Looking out of our box here, we can see Clifton Suspension Bridge looking great over there, and people are actually on the suspension bridge taking photographs, and I can see the flashes of their cameras. We are flying right into the centre of Bristol by the looks of it, over the football ground. We've got to keep looking out for cats. There's a Whitbread white label one coming up quite close to us, a British gas one coming as well, and the people, you know, it's the old joke, isn't it, when you look out the window and say the people look like ants. They do actually look like ants. There's a heck of a lot of ants on the ground there. What a great feeling. Back to you, Trevor.
Okay, Bob, yes, back here on the ground. A lot of people here. Just for those of you that are listening to this and think to yourself, I wish I was there. It's happening hopefully again tomorrow morning at 6, again tomorrow evening at 6, Sunday morning at 6, and Sunday evening at 6. That, of course, is weather permitting. And just a little thought that if you took part in our Guinness competition last week on Brunel Radio, listen in tomorrow morning to Gary McLean between 8 and 9, because he could be telephoning you, because you could be one of the lucky winners flying in that can-shaped Guinness balloon up there. Bob, you're well away from us here. You're now over the Ashton area, Bristol.
We are indeed looking down on it. We're taking the balloons. I just in my little window here can see, I suppose, what, 20 balloons. There's one up there which I thought I might need, the Alka-Seltzer one, but we don't actually need it now. B&Q are there, the Airship and Balloon Company, they're all here. Aquasulis Shower. We've actually slowed down a little bit. It appears to be going a little bit slower than we were. Whoops, we just bumped one there. What a nasty balloon that is. Who's he? Where did he come from? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me.
Does
You
your
know we are
pilot
being
look worried?
Sorry?
Does your pilot look worried?
No, really? What are the British gas one? What do you expect? I'm glad I've got electric central heating. At this point of time, we are directly over the Ashton Gate football ground. It's looking very good as well. They're getting the turf ready for the new season. I don't know how many balloons there are up here, but there are an enormous amount of balloons flying out. If indeed you're listening in your living room, I should pop out to your back garden and have a little look at what's happening in the centre of Bristol. It's all happening here. There are numerous amounts of balloons. If I look back into the arena, they're still going off. I can see the National Power one's still there in the arena. There are still some lying on the floor, so there must be more going up. Should we be able to look at, I can see over there, there's the Arnold Feeney, there's SS Great Britain as we're flying over on our left-hand side, because we appear to be flying over towards Bath. I think I can probably see 40 balloons ahead of me. That's not ones behind me as well. Virgin Aeroplane seems to be flying after the United Emirates aeroplane. Same-ish sort of designs. They've just had a little go at each other, so whether that's a sort of an internal battle, I'm not quite sure. We seem to be still heading for this top hat where we're supposed to be dropping a donut into the top of it. More natter after the break. Brunel Radio, it's Bob Harrison up in the air in the Draft Guinness in Cannes balloon. If you're on the ground, it's surprising how the noise from the ground still comes up. There's some children in a playing field. They're playing sort of football down here, and you can hear every bit of conversation. Oh, we're just going over a graveyard. I shouldn't have looked at that. As we look back at the Ashton Court Arena, Trevor, they're still going off by the looks of it.
Well, I can tell you, Bob, you're about 2 miles from us now. You look a long way up. So I wish you well, but as you rightly say, if I turn around now to the arena, there are as many balloons behind me, about 50 yards away, as there was when you actually took off. But the sight here is wonderful, so much colour, and of course the sun is now right down, although it's slightly sheltered. We have a lot of Was that you or me?
That was Tom.
Oh, right. A lot of colour here. It's beautiful. They're all drifting up slowly there. We look back toward you. I don't think you can see what we can see, but we have the backcloth of the evening sky. It's blue, and there are dots of colours all over the place. But at the moment, Bob, you've gone down behind a bush. Could you put some more air in for us?
I'll try and blow a bit
Give
more
us a little
in.
pump, look.
But Trevor, are they still going off in the arena?
Now, I'll turn around for you, Bob, and have a look. Yeah, they are still coming off in the arena. Even more are coming in, and they're still inflating. As I got my little 15-month-old son here, and he is looking at you, Bob, and he is saying, I can see him. He's 3 miles away, and I can still see his head. But you're going up again, Bob.
It feels very hot, to be truthful, because I didn't realise being bald, you see, you've got this hot flame gushing out. I shall have sunstroke tomorrow on the top of the head. No problems at
But I can
all.
see it. Look, I tell you, even from this distance, I can still make out the Guinness logo. So
Good.
that must be you.
Give us a wave.
I'll give you.
Oh, I can see you. Yeah, you're down there, aren't you?
Let me quickly turn around because we have other, as I say, the Musicians Union are down here. Bob, your old mates.
Good lads.
Yeah, it's a cheap balloon, that. We also got Telecom ready to take off, Park Furnishers. Now, that's a well-known balloon over the side. Wonderful. It's absolutely amazing here. Can I just... Bob, you're doing it to me again. You keep blowing me out. Just a little thought that obviously people listening in Wiltshire who wonder what on earth we are talking about here, this event is held annually over 3 days, Friday through till Sunday. It's only 40 miles away. It's absolutely free if you're coming down here. Make your way down the M4 toward Bristol. It is signposted very well throughout the city of Bristol. The only thing I will warn you, try to avoid those times when the balloons are going up, because a lot of people get in here pretty early, but they tend to sort of shoot in at half an hour before, so watch out for 5:30 in the morning, I kid you not, 5:30 in the evening, that's tomorrow and Sunday, but do come down, bring the whole family, there's a fun fair here, there's lots to see, lots to do, lots of balloons flying around, especially at those times. Don't be shy, you're very welcome to come down to this part of the Brunel region. Bob, I can't see you. Good grief, you're a long way up, my man.
With the speed that we're going, I think we're going to be in Wiltshire pretty soon, to be truthful.
You are literally becoming a dot, Bob.
Oh dear, poor old Dot.
It's about time you had that sex change.
Thank you very much. We're looking down on the fruit and veg market just outside of town by Totter down here at present. Oh, there's the whole allotments. Oh gosh, look at that. Another graveyard. Are they trying to tell us something? There's an awful lot of graveyards on this flight.
This is Brunel Radio, live from the Bristol Balloon Fiesta in association with Draft Guinness, now available in cans.
Wiltshire's premium quality, nice and easy, Brunel Radio.
Yeah, okay. We've just landed in the field. It's the most great feeling. We are now looking at all the balloons coming flying over. If we could have the retriever from Guinness, please. We're in the field next door to the bowler hat. Where the bowler hat landed, we are in the very next field to us. It was a great flight there. The balloons are still up in the air. It's a great feeling. You get dragged along the floor, and then all of a sudden the whole lot discharges out, and we've got this great feeling of, a wonderful feeling. One of our engineers is here, Richard. What was it like for you?
Exciting, to put it mildly, I think, yes. I didn't expect it to be quite so violent as that. It was, it was a lovely little bump. I thought, here we go, no problems. And then the next minute we're being dragged sideways and everything collapses on top of us. It was wonderful.
We were trying to get to the top hat to throw the donut into, and we didn't quite make it. There's lots and lots of balloons still flying over from the neck of the woods. Trevor, are they still taking off?
There are still as many balloons behind me, Bob. Well, not quite as many as there were, but there's certainly more balloons coming into the arena, and they're setting more off here. So they'll be coming over for quite some while.
Ah, well, it's a great
So has
feeling.
anybody landed near you?
Yes, we got. There's one.
I know you said about the top hat, but
Yes, the top hat's down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 balloons. The Emirates plane is also dropping down below us. We can see Hawks with Siddeley one up there. Oh, we've got Thunder and Colt balloons coming in very closely behind us. I think, to be truthful, we better move to one side. Back to you, Trevor.
Thank you, Bob. Absolutely right. I don't know how long these balloons will be going up. It's what, 7:05 now. And just to remind you, you're listening to Brunel Radio, coming live from this year's Unipark Bristol Balloon Fiesta, Ashton Court in Bristol. It's on today, it's on tomorrow, and it's on Sunday. And we're here. I'll tell you what, we'll take a break, then come back and join us. This is Brunel Radio, live from the Bristol Balloon Fiesta in association with Draft Guinness, now available in cans.
Nice and easy, Brunel Radio.
And that's it from the Balloon Fiesta here on this Friday evening here on Brunel Radio. My name's Trevor Fry. Thank you, by the way, to Guinness for helping us with this evening, and have a good weekend. My name's Trevor Fry. Enjoy yourselves now from all of us here at Brunel Radio.